Hey there, fellow photographers. Imagine unlocking a whole new level of precision and convenience in your Sony camera. That's exactly what these fresh firmware updates for the A7R V and A7 IV promise to deliver. If you're a Sony Alpha user, you won't want to miss out on how these upgrades could streamline your workflow and boost your creative shots. Let's dive right in and explore what's new. Starting with the Sony A7R V's version 4.0 and the A7 IV's version 6.0. I'll break it down step by step, so even if you're new to firmware tweaks, you'll see how these changes make shooting smoother and more intuitive. Sony has just rolled out firmware 4.0 for the A7R V. Check it out here. https://www.sony.com/electronics/support/E-mount body ILCE 7 series, ILCE 7RM5, software 00292267, and firmware 6.0 for the A7 IV. https://www.sony.com/electronics/support/E-mount body ILCE 7 series, ILCE 7M4, software 00280505. These updates, announced around November 26, 2025. Via Sony Alpha rumors in the miscellaneous news section, https://www.sonyalpharumors.com/category/miscellaneous. Bring a slew of improvements tailored for both stills and video creators. First up, let's talk about the Sony A7R V with firmware 4.0. This update focuses on enhancing your shooting and playback experience, making it easier to compose and review your images on the go. In the shooting and playback functions category, the camera now smartly adjusts the layout of shooting info, so it looks great whether you're holding it horizontally or vertically. Perfect for those quick orientation switches during dynamic shoots, like wildlife photography, where you might flip from landscape to portrait in seconds. Under the focus area menu's spot option, you'll find a new Spot XL choice, giving you an even larger spot for precise autofocus targeting, which is a boon for beginners struggling with smaller focus points. The Custom section in Focus Area gets 3 new entries: Custom 1, Custom 2, and Custom 3. These let you save personalized focus area shapes, so you can recall your favorite setups without starting from scratch every time. For tracking, the menu now includes tracking, Spot XL, plus tracking versions of those Custom 1 through 3 options. This means smoother subject following with customizable sizes. Think tracking a bird in flight without losing lock. Grid line type now offers the Golden Ratio Grid, a composition tool based on the artistic principle similar to the rule of thirds, but with a more dynamic spiral layout, helping you frame shots with professional flair. You can now opt to enlarge the menu screen display, which is super helpful if you have trouble reading small text, especially in bright outdoor conditions. During or right after recording movies, you can flag clips as OK, NG, no good, or keep, a quick way to sort your footage without extra software, saving time in post-production. When shooting movies with simultaneous or auto-switch media, that's relay recording, for seamless card switching, the remaining space on both storage devices shows up on screen, so you're never caught off guard by a full card mid-take. Relay playback is now supported, letting you browse images across multiple cards effortlessly, like flipping through a continuous photo album. There's a new filtering tool for playback. Narrow down your images using multiple criteria, such as ratings you assign on the fly, great for quickly finding your top-rated portraits amid hundreds of shots. Customize your playback buttons. Assign functions to the AF on, AEL, and as part of Sony's camera authenticity solution, you can now write digital signatures to stills and movies, verifying your image's origin and edits. But here's where it gets a bit tricky. Licenses for this, which are paid, aren't fully rolled out yet for everyone outside select media pros, and availability varies by country. Head to the Authenticity Catalog page for the latest. https:// Under the Volume Photography license, features like scan and tag for bulk metadata, photo cropping, automated framing adjustments, and volume photography commands get support. Again, this requires a paid license install, and it's not everywhere. Check regional availability. Moving to FTP transfer and network functions, these upgrades make wireless workflows a dream. Schedule FTP transfers, even as you're saving data to the camera's cards. No more waiting around. Automatically queue up FTP sends for protected movies and stills, ensuring your keepers get backed up first. The camera can auto-protect files right after FTP transfer, adding a layer of security for important work. Prioritize specific images in FTP queues so your hero shots upload ahead of the rest during big events. The Monitor Control app now supports focus map display, visualizing depth of field in real time, but make sure you've got the newest app version. And note it might not be available everywhere. In the Others section, security IPsec is being phased out. Instead, switch to the more robust Access Authentication for better protection. Sony's way of pushing modern security standards. WPA and WEP Wi-Fi options are gone too. Stick to WPA2 or WPA3's the safer connections. This might frustrate users with older networks, but it's a smart move for cybersecurity in 2025. Fixed a bug where focus bracketing couldn't hit infinity focus. Now your macro to landscape stacks will be spot on. Corrected color shifts in lossless compressed RAW during exposure bracketing with fixed white balance, ensuring consistent tones across your HDR merges. Overall, the camera runs more stably, reducing those random glitches that can interrupt a perfect shoot. For all the nitty-gritty, swing by the help guide, https:/helpguide.sony.net/ilc/2230/v1. Now shifting to the Sony A7 IV's firmware 6.0. Many similarities here, but with a few tailored tweaks that keep it competitive. Shooting and playback functions mirror much of the A7R V's upgrades. Shooting info layout adapts to horizontal or vertical orientation, just like its sibling. Spot XL added to focus area's spot menu. Custom 1, 2, and 3 under Custom in focus area. Tracking options expanded with Spot XL and the custom variants. Golden ratio grid joins grid line type. Experiment with it for more artistic compositions, like aligning a model's pose along the spiral. Menu screen enlargement option for better visibility. OK NG keep flags for movie clips, post or during recording. Dual storage capacity display during relay recording movies. A standout for A7 IV. Audio levels now show constantly on screen while filming, helping you monitor sound quality without guesswork. Crucial for vloggers or interviewers. Relay playback support. Multi-filter playback narrowing, e.g. by rating. Custom keys for AF on, AEL, delete in playback. Multiple IPTC presets, import switch. Digital signature support, but only for movies here in Sony's Authenticity solution. Same notes on paid licenses and regional limits. https://www.sony.net/cs. Volume photography license features. Scan and tag, photo cropping, commands, paid install needed. Availability varies. FTP and network functions are identical to the A7R V's. Scheduling transfers during writes, auto-scheduling for protected files, auto-protection post-transfer, priority uploads, and monitor control apps focus map. Latest version required, regional caveats apply. Others, just a general boost to operational stability. No security changes mentioned here, which might make A7 IV users wonder if they're missing out on those updates. Details in the help guide, https://helpguide.sony.net/ilc2110v1hzz. And this is the part most people miss. While these updates add fantastic tools, dropping older security like WEP could lock out some legacy setups. Is Sony prioritizing future-proofing over backward compatibility? It's a bold choice that sparks debate in the photography community. Do you think the paid authenticity features are worth it for everyday shooters? Or should they be free? What about the focus customizations? Will they change how you track subjects? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear if you're updating right away or holding off.